Welcome to my review of the Latitude 64 Pioneer. Big thank you to Dynamic Discs for sponsoring this video. Go to dynamicdiscs.com to check out the website. They have all the plastic Latitude Westside DD that you could need, all their bags, all the carts. It's all available there, so go check them out. This is a really nice overstable fairway driver, first run Pioneer. Here are your flight numbers. Sorry, it's a little bit shiny on top, so there's a little bit of glare going on. Not a lot I can do about it. 9, 3, 0, and 4 for the flight numbers on this disc. I like the lettering here. It looks good. The Opto plastic, one of the most durable plastic blends on the market, has a good grip. Often available in nice bright colors. This one's a little bit muted for my taste, but no real problem. We had no problem finding it out there. It was all good. And yeah, pretty flat across the top, as you can see here. No real discernible dome to this disc whatsoever. And then flipping it around, you can see on the rim profile here, that's got a nice rounded outer edge and then definitely a comfortable feel in the hand. This Opto plastic, some of these newer runs, also really grippy and just feel really nice. And I know how durable they are, so I'm sure it's going to be a disc that'll hold its flight characteristics for a really long period of time. It'll take you forever to see any real change out of this thing. It's going to be beefy forever, I would imagine. And here is a nice look at the rounded profile of the outer edge here. Let's put it up next to a couple other options. First of all, we have the new fairway from Discraft. This is the Raptor, another first run, and the flight numbers on this one are 9403, so a little bit more glide, a little bit less fade. I would say that's pretty spot on, actually, based on my testing. Here's your side-by-side look with these two. Hopefully the camera is cooperating. You can see the differences there. I think the Pioneer feels a little bit better in the hand, definitely more overstable based on my testing. This Pioneer is 175, by the way. And then we also have a max weight flat top Champion Firebird. Same flight numbers, and I don't think that's a coincidence. These are very similar discs. And it's interesting the way the whole thing is played out. We'll get back to that in a second. Here we go. So you can see the Pioneer has more of a rounded edge. It might be a slightly wider rim as well. But overall, they're not super different. As you can see on side by side there, pretty similar for sure, but the Pioneer having a slightly different lead edge on the nose there, where it's got a little bit more of a rounded feel to it. These both feel good in the hand to me. I've never really been a big overstable fairway disc guy, but between those three, any of them will probably do just fine for me. I have not thrown that particular Firebird, but I'm sure it's probably pretty similar in flight to the Pioneer, which is a very overstable disc. So before we get into the flight, interesting thing about this disc, if you paid attention, you might have noticed last year that Ricky Wysocki, on his touring vehicle, his van, he actually had the Pioneer listed amongst his signature discs, along with the Dagger, the Compass, and the Explorer. The Pioneer was going to be his next signature disc until things changed and he decided to move back to Innova, Team Innova. I don't think it's a coincidence that it's kind of modeled around a Firebird, with Ricky being such a big fan of that disc and actually throwing those now that he's on Team Innova. So this disc is a really great Latitude version of that overstable, kind of classic overstable fairway driver. If you're looking for that, the Pioneer is basically the perfect choice. Let's take a look at some flights with this thing. It's really overstable. It's an overstable fairway driver. There's not a lot to say about it. You know what it's going to do. It's a meat hook. It just really wants to get left on you. If you have a power forehand, this could be a great disc. Definitely not recommended for beginners unless you're kind of have a little bit of a form down. You know what you're doing to some degree, and you're looking for that really ultra overstable disc that you can just rip it out to the right and let it fade towards the basket or play into the wind or that sort of thing. Ultimately, definitely better suited for experienced players. It's kind of too much disc for me. But it's also a utility disc. It's something that you would throw when you want it to really cut left hard. Maybe you need to skip around a corner, or you need to throw into a really stiff wind, or if you need to go up and over something, the Pioneer is a great option for that. So it kind of depends on your needs, obviously, with these overstable discs. But I think overall it's more of a pro-level disc. It's something that if you have a lot of power, It's great to have in the bag because you can throw it as hard as you want to. It's never going to get squirrely or right out to the right on you. It's always just going to go straight up to speed for a little while and then just start coming in left really strong. Ton of fade on this disc. Very, very overstable disc. Could be a good overhand disc as well, and power backhands, power forehands, or those times where you just need something that's ultra consistent and you know exactly what it's going to do. That is my review on the first run Pioneer. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks to all you guys for your continued support. I appreciate you very much. Thanks once again to Dynamic Discs for being one of my longest and best sponsors. I appreciate their support. I'll talk to you all very soon. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching, and big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. If you would like to see your name listed in the credits of all of my videos, go to patreon.com/discgolfnerd.